Lisa Martin reaches the summit of Mount Elbert shortly after noon. It's a fall day at the top of Colorado's highest mountain, and the view of the landscape for the summit is saturated with fall colors, vibrant oranges and yellows.
Now to figure out where to sit.
She finds a spot facing Pikes Peak. She pulls out containers of brushes and acrylic paints from her bags. She lays down plastic to prevent paint from getting on the mountain. Then she sits on the ground, one leg folded over the other, and begins to paint on a 1-foot by 2-foot wooden board.
I started to paint on my lap because I don't have to carry up an easel.
Last August, the 25-year-old began a quest to hike all 53 of Colorado's 14ers and paint from their summits. It's an extreme form of plein air painting. That's French for in the open air.
Doing plein air painting is really interesting because you capture what it's actually like there in the surroundings. It's more about the experience and the process of painting.
Martin starts to paint from the top of Mount Elbert. Her paintbrushes create the outline of Pikes Peak. Other hikers stop to watch.
Who are you? Are you someone special?
The people who stop to watch her work are usually respectful, but she says they can be distracting.
Kind of hard to focus on two things at once, and I'm in a hurry trying to get done, so.
Martin needs to move faster than Mother Nature. Clouds shift without notice, altering the shadows cast below, and dangerous storms can move in quickly.
I don't want to be up there longer than I have to, so.
The artist spent last winter practicing speed painting. It usually takes her no more than 45 minutes to complete one of her works.
I learn a lot from having to paint so quickly. It's kind of like a brain exercise for me.
And the fastest she's ever had to paint?
10 minutes. When it snowed on Mount Yale.
Martin says she wants to capture the different seasons from on top of Colorado's 14ers, including wintertime. She's been at the top of Mount Elbert for 50 minutes now. Snowflakes start to fall. That keeps the paint from fully drying. She'll have to carry the finished painting in her arms. Martin's clothes are splattered with paint from previous hikes. They look like something the famous abstract artist Jackson Pollock might have created. That's a contrast to her own figurative picture of the mountain landscape.
Every single time I go, I've been getting more paint on myself.
The incline is steep. She paces herself. As she descends, Martin talks about her life. She grew up in Fruita near Grand Junction. She says she knew she wanted to be an artist by the 2nd grade. Her love for hiking came later.
My very first 14-year was Beardstadt, and that was in 2011.
And how was that experience?
I wasn't acclimated to the altitude very well, so it wasn't my best 14er, and I didn't particularly enjoy it, but enjoyed it enough to try it again.
It was during the Beardstadt hike that Martin got the inspiration for her project. She says she has since become addicted to painting at 14,000 feet.
It's a huge challenge, mentally and physically and artistically.
As of November, Martin has hiked and painted from 13 mountains. She is currently posting her artwork online. Her goal is to complete all 53 of the state's 14ers by the end of 2016. I'm Stephanie Wolf, Colorado Public Radio News.
Created using Powtoon.